I mean, AI has been around for a long, long, long time, but we've, well, long time. Well, really just in the last 3 months, you can see every resume is an AI generated resume, 90%.
Yeah.
So, and you can see it. Some
You can tell
can't,
straight away.
but you can tell straight away. So that's okay. I mean, AI is part of it, will be there. Clients will do, the candidates will do their resumes, which we like because it's good resumes. It's just the content of it and then how you tell that it's actually an AI generated resume. What is fantastic about AI is taking a position description, taking your resume and matching your skills, which we used to do sitting down, looking at it, getting you to add it in. Now we can run it through AI and go, is this correct? Is this a true reflection still of your skills? Or the candidate does it themselves. The catch is they just do it and then copy and paste and pop it in a resume and send it to us. And that's not good enough.
The tone is a big thing. Like you can tell by reading an AI generated email, the tone's all the same. It doesn't have any of like it has no personality. It doesn't reflect who you are. It reflects the internet, what they do. But also I have found out I have questions a few things in a resume and they're like, where'd you get that information from? I'm like, it came from your resume. And they're like, oh, well, that's not right. So like, yeah, tone's a big one. Like you can get it to mimic your tone to match who you are, match your current resume. But I think you need to train it enough, ask it like all the time to just reword it in your tone. And then like it stands out of the crowd, like compared to every other AI resume too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think if you're going to do that, mimic the tone of who you are, not who AI is. Check for punctuation. That's a huge one.
The amount of commas I have to remove in front of ands and long dashes.
Yeah, there's too many dashes, too many commas. Z's instead of S's. Like make sure it's using English, not US English. And what else? The formatting. The formatting for an AI generated resume is all the same. So even just play around with the formatting a little bit. Like you can change that up to, personalize it to you.
Yeah. I think it's a really good base to start with, to go here, pop it in, get the base foundation resume, and then still put your angle on it, your eyes on it. Make sure that if we talk about formatting, it's little things like you're applying for a change manager role, but you're also a project manager and you're also a business analyst. Make sure your change management experience is at the top of your skill set, and the work when you're doing examples, use your change management examples, not your project management examples, and take that to the top. Make sure that's at the top, that's relevant, that's visible immediately. So those little things, actually I haven't tried AI to say, put all my change management experiences, prioritize that at the top. You could 100% do that. But those are the little things that we do, looking at a resume, making sure that there's no spelling mistakes, that the commas are where they should be and not all over the place. The dashes, making sure that for instance, we had a candidate yesterday with a very long explanation of their first profile, who they are. The first 5 sentences, not relevant at all. Sounds beautiful, but to that role specifically, it's blah, blah, blah. But the second paragraph was relevant. So delete the first paragraph, put in the second paragraph, because that explains exactly what your skills are in relation to the role that you're applying for. It's not a set and forget. It's not a run through AI and then pop it in a Word document, PDF it and send it through to us. It does still need your eyes on it. Does it make things quicker? Easier? 1%. Does it highlight areas that you never thought of? Absolutely. It's a tool.
And I was also going to say, use it as a tool, not to do everything for you.
Correct.
Use it to help you. But yeah, like there's some great AI models out there that can really help and elevate your resume, not do it completely, but yeah, you definitely need to double check, triple check that it's not pulling the wrong information. It really only works if you give it the right information for them to spit out. So definitely use it as a tool.
That's the bottom line. Use it as a tool.
Mm.
Yes. And if you're working with a recruitment organization, you will still have another pair of eyes over it. You should have
Yeah.
another pair of eyes over it before it is submitted, but making the job so much easier if the information is there in relation to the role that you're applying for. Because we keep hammering on the fact that tailor your resume, tailor your resume. So popping in a position description, putting your resume and marrying those two, that's where you might get stuff in your resume that's not 100% representation of what you've done. That's why you have to look at it, but that might be a small change. So that's a huge time saver, but it's not the be all and end all. You still
Yeah, you
have to
can't trust it 100%.
correct. Yes, correct.
Trust it 50%, and then you do the other 50%.
Yes, correct. And then together between you, your recruiter, making sure that it does fit the unspoken things that's not really in the position description, that's in your resume, that's highlighted. So the usual things still apply. I think our message is AI is not the be all and end all. It's a tool that can be used very wisely, very time efficiently, but it's not a set and forget 100%. And then on the flip side, when clients are using AI, when we say tailor your resume, the reason why we want you to tailor your resume is because clients are using AI and they are using that to sift through the most relevant resumes. Is that a foolproof tool? No, it's not. But the way that you can add the tool to make sure that your resume is highlighted and in that shortlist is by tailoring your resume to the role.
Making sure those keywords are there, key
Absolutely.
sentences, because depending on what they're inputting into their ATS or whatever, if your resume doesn't have it, it'll immediately get binned.
Get out.
If it does have it quite frequently in there, like say if you're a delivery project manager or something like that, if you just talk about project management, no delivery whatsoever, you're more than likely not going to get in. Where if you really hammer down on your delivery experience in X, Y, and Z, whatever they're asking for, you can almost guarantee your resume is going to make it. The thing is with that is that side of it can work really well, but there's also a side that doesn't work really well because some resumes do miss out. Purely like the really good resumes, you could have a candidate that you've looked at their resume, like we could look at their resume and be like, you'll be perfect for this job. If they're doing it internal, this person might not make it internal because they haven't utilized as many keywords as what they've put in what they're looking for, if that makes sense. So you really need to make sure that it's tailored to the PD without lying that you have done things that you haven't, but wording it in a way that you are still getting those keywords to come through. Because more than likely someone will literally go into ChatGPT, just be like, write me a resume based off this. Next minute they're in there, they can talk the talk, they can do everything, but they can't walk the walk. And they're the people that unfortunately could be getting the jobs that the qualified people aren't getting.
Yes.
Because,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say playing the game, but they're playing the game.
Yep. And that's
And
that side.
it happens.
And that's the side where the sifting needs to be really careful to ensure that the person, what they're saying is actually number one, true, and that they can actually do the job and do what is required.
I think too, with those first initial screenings, you just still need to have that human element because a computer can't see what you see.
Yeah,
It
correct.
can only just see what you tell it to see. But if you forget something, then you've missed out on all those candidates. And I think that's why people come to us as well when they struggle to find specific candidates and we can find them. It's because we don't use, like, we look at every resume that comes through with our own two eyes. So, like, we can see things that are sitting behind, like a computer can't too. So, I do think you still need that human element. But again, it also depends on the company, the role, exactly what you're recruiting and how good your AI system is. Because if you feed it bad information, it's going to give you bad results.
Yes. So I think that the message is look at your resume before you send it. Make sure that the commas are where the commas should be. The dashes are where they should be. So just a spell check. I literally go find comma and
Yeah.
in a resume, and the amount of times I have to every resume I have to
Yeah.
correct.
The
So
Zeds is a big
yeah.
giveaway and dashes.
Yeah. So just look over it, and you would have done that in any case if you were doing a resume and somebody else did your resume for you and they send it through to a copy. You would have looked through it and just made sure that it's spot on. The selection criteria are the same. Read through it, make sure that it's sending the information that you wanted to send across. Yeah, personalize, make sure you tailor, even if you're using AI as a base to get it to a stage for you, and then you can take it further.
Yeah, for sure. And look, everyone's using it. We know, like, we use it as well. But yeah, I think the key point is it's a tool. It
Yeah.
doesn't do it for you. It helps you, but don't trust it 100%.
Yes. Can't replace your eyes. Yes.
Exactly.
And that's it. That's I think that was a little bit of the frustration in the last few weeks.
Mm,
Was like, why am I fixing spelling errors?
yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
good resume, it shouldn't have spelling errors. So yeah.
Yeah. But also, like, the frustration that we're hearing from the candidates, and they're like,
Yes.
what am I doing wrong?
Yes.
And that also too with the formatting, if your resume has too many tables or images or things like that, it does get jumbled and it just spits it out because it's too hard to read too. So some of those resumes that I've looked at on really great candidates who aren't getting through is because there's tables after image after, like, it's just plain, simple, boring, easy to read, dot points. That's
Get
all.
the message across. Yes.
Keywords, key sentences, that's all you need. But only if you've done it, don't lie.
Yes. That's us. That's our take on AI this month.
Yeah.